Arsenal. Oh my days. I have to hold my hands up and say, wow, I got it wrong. I got it completely wrong. I didn't see how Arsenal scored another goal this season. I wrote them off in the Premier League. I wrote them off completely in the Champions League. And yes, you could say that it's PSV. But I have to be honest, any Champions League win in the knockout stage, and this is the last 16, Arsenal finished comfortably in the top 8 and deserved to be in the top 16. I just didn't think they had it in them to actually do what they did. And that last night, 7-1 against PSV away from home, is up there with one of the most impressive results and performances in Champions League history. It has to be. I know it's only PSV. I'll keep on saying that. I don't want to disrespect them because I feel like Arsenal deserve praise. I'll call it. I'll call a spade every single time. I didn't think Arsenal had it in them. I'm happy to accept that I was wrong, and maybe they will prove me right later on this season, but that 7-1. Holy cow, wow, is what I say to that. That midfield of Arsenal's, if they got a striker, Arsenal would win everything. And it seems strange me saying that right now, doesn't it? Arsenal score 7, you need a striker. No, honestly, if Arsenal had a striker, had a top-class striker in their side, Arsenal would win the Premier League, Arsenal would win the Champions League. I think they will come short still. But wow, did they prove me wrong in terms of their resolve, in terms of their squad depth. Like injuries and players still to come back. You haven't got Havertz, you haven't got Gabriel Jesus, you've still not got Bukayo Saka. And you have got a 7-1 win in the last 16 of the Champions League away from home. They can put their feet up at the Emirates and rest players right now. Another game where they don't have to be putting players into the squad. It's done. It's over. Job completely finished. But like I said, that midfield, Declan Rice. Oh my days. What I would give to have Declan Rice in my side right now. That man is an absolute machine. I knew it when he was at West Ham. I was scared when Arsenal actually bought him. Everybody was talking about the price for Declan Rice at the time. Too much. Name me one person that has actually brought up the price for Declan Rice since he's joined Arsenal and said he was a waste of money. I haven't seen anything. He's a world-class operator and he's a brilliant player. And that there, the interchange, just to set things up, and the assist for the first goal, the cross, the vision, everything that the man's got in defensive and attacking capabilities. He was unlucky not to score as well. He pulled off a brilliant save from the keeper in the first half. Absolutely outstanding performance. And then when you've got Thomas Partey behind him, next to him, giving him the license to run forward like he did and interchange and link up with the other key player in that midfield, who now looks back to his best in Martin Odegaard, who got 2 goals this night. I could say yes, Partey at fault for stupid wrestling that gave the penalty away for PSV to possibly come back into the game. Obviously, that turned out not to be the case, and the start to the second half pretty much put everything to bed. But you've got players like Odegaard, you've got players like Rice and Partey in that midfield. It's rock solid. You've got Moreno there, who is coming forward and being that extra forward right now and stepping up, scoring a few goals as well. I think since, I'm pretty certain it's right, I think he's got 3 or 4 goals since the injury to Kai Havertz, Moreno. So he's stepping forward a little bit. Yes, they've had games where they've not scored goals, and they're going to come up against better teams, and they're not going to score as many goals as they did last night. But there is a chance for Arsenal there right now to latch onto that and use that as a momentum builder. Like, obviously, they're going to be coming up against my team this weekend, and I'm dreading it now. Arsenal on a high like that, wow. But that just goes to show, when everyone's available for Arsenal, when everyone's fit, everyone's firing, and I know that's a big if and but they have been consistent enough and playing well in games, just not putting the ball in the back of the net. That is Arsenal, like they have been the last few weeks, dominating games and possession and interchange and play and passing through the lines, but they actually started taking chances. Yes, PSV were garbage. Yes, their defending was absolutely appalling, but you still got to put the ball in the back of the net. And look at the goals. You've got Timber, you got Wanyera, you got Moreno, you got Odegaard, you got Trossard, you got Calafiore. You've got goals being spread around the whole team. Mikel Arteta is going to be walking away from that. Honestly, he's going to be walking away from that like the cat that got the pigeon, or the mouse that got the cheese, whatever they're saying is. I can't even think what it is right now, but wow. Is all I can say. And massive props to Arteta and believing in his system and his philosophy and actually doing that on the biggest stage. Everybody in Europe right now is looking at that result and going, whoa, what the hell just happened? You've got the best defence in the league. Yes, you've got players that are missing here and there, but they've got the best defensive partnership in the league, I think, in the Premier League right now, and probably across Europe. And the problem that Arsenal have got right now is that doing well this season and not winning anything is going to dissect that team. I feel like the only issue that Arsenal fans have got to worry about right now is the likes of Real Madrid coming in for William Saliba and things like that. Possibly some of their better players being taken away. That's what Arsenal have got to worry about. They need to win something this season. I still don't think they will. But when I said what I said the other day about Arsenal without a striker being doomed, they did just put me back in my place. And I'll say that well done to Arsenal. I'll say you definitely put my opinion back into perspective. And I feel like them moving forward now, using that as a springboard, if they don't, then I think Mikel Arteta is done. I really do. But that should be giving them a ton of confidence right now going forward. Just the way that they played. Ranieri coming through as well. He looks like an absolute diamond. Obviously, Lewis Skelly as well involved in the goals, who set up Ranieri's goal for number 2. You've got to look at that and just say, look, they've got a great basis there. They've got a great foundation of academy players coming through. They've obviously sold academy players as well, which has helped them with PSR, and they've balanced it well. But in terms of their season and where it's at right now, it is on a knife edge, Arsenal's season. They're on the cusp of just falling away in the top 4, and then they're now actually moving forward in the Champions League. What do they commit to? They cannot win the league. They know that. But what they can do with a result like last night is rest players in that second leg. And you know what? Maybe just cement top 4 and at least get that sorted right now. That is a huge, huge result that sends shockwaves. Whether you think it's just PSV or not, that result sends shockwaves across Europe right now. And I'm going to be honest, I always call it as it is, like everybody knows. I'm just going to say it as it is. Shocked, yes. Blown away, yes. Outstanding performance from Arsenal. Well done. Can you use it? Can you go on from this moment now and actually put that confidence and that belief that you showed last night into the rest of the Premier League, secure top 4, and let's see what they can do in the Champions League. Let's see if they've got something that they can produce. Let's see what they can do going forward in this competition right now. They've beaten PSG already in this competition this season. They've taken PSV down. The tougher games are going to come. Will they be able to handle a Real Madrid? I don't know. I don't think they will. I think Real Madrid have got too much of a punch up front. But I'll tell you what, they're going to scare a few teams in this competition, I think, this season. And I think they deserve to be where they are right now in the Champions League. Look, there were bigger teams in that Champions League format that didn't finish in the top 8. Arsenal did. They got the plum draw in PSV. They now look like they're moving forward into the top 8. And the riches that comes with as well for Arsenal as a club financially is absolutely huge. To be putting your feet up in the second leg at a round of 16 in the Champions League, knowing you're already through into the quarter-final, that's how big that result was tonight. That's how big that was. Well done, Arsenal. Get your comments in below, everybody. Is this Arsenal's turning point this season? Can they go on and even win the Champions League? That's the question I'm asking. Please hit that subscribe button up on your screen right now for all your football content. I've got you covered. What a night for Arsenal. Give the video a like on the way out. I'll see you in the next video, everybody.